Hi everybody on YouTube, Dan John here, 10,000 swing challenge, and I forgot one small thing. I forgot my kettlebell. Decided to go back down in the basement to do this. Thanks for all being here. I'll tilt these down so you can see the kettlebells. I'll try to tilt that down. I guess you can't. Well, that's going to have to do. Oh, that's good. That's good. So I'm trying to, every day I'm trying to make this a little easier for me to coach it and do it. Today I'm barefoot again. I'm on carpet, which isn't perfect. Got my kettlebell, 10,000 swings, 500 a day, and yes, I have no interest in doing it again today. About the same amount of no interest I have every day I do this thing, actually. Let's just knock out some warm-up sets. Okay, nice 30 to start the day. For those of you who've been following along, as a reminder, I keep things random. Random rest periods, random rest periods, random sets. Thanks for joining. I've been answering a lot of questions. Good to see Jerry Philbin back on. It's been a while. Many of you remember Jerry Philbin as the outstanding defensive end for the New York Jets during the third Super Bowl, and he's listening in today. I get frustrated with some of the questions. Yesterday, somebody asked if you're doing 4 sets of 25, and I'm like, I don't know how many times I have to spend this 10,000 swing challenge, 500 swings a day. So here we go. That's my dog, Sirius, behind me. The second I start, he has to be part of it. Why am I breathing hard? Well, I hope that's a joke. Okay. Okay, good. I'm over 1/10 the way already. Isn't that exciting? So today's day 7. 7 times 5, if I remember correctly. It's going to be 350 swings, 3,500 swings, which is going to be a lot. How are my hammies doing today? Well, you know, Brad, they actually feel better. Today was our tonic day in the weight room, so I didn't really lift weights today. Yesterday I did all that heavy hands walking, and I did over 100 presses. Yeah, good dog. Good to see from you Choose Fitness. Yeah, so in fact I was upstairs reading up on this thing I do called RITE, R-I-T-E, rhythmic interval training exercise. And you know, there's this thing when I was young, joggers would come up to a stoplight and jog in place. the right people would argue, well, just stop and rest. You know, let that heart rate come down and play around. What is your tie to Ireland and Mayo? Let me scroll down and see what you're talking about. You bet, man. Thanks for, John, you bet. I'm glad. It's an honor. Not sure if I've ever explained that. Oh, my connection to Mayo, I've been there before, but then I met a really fine young man who was a big Mayo fan, and he sent me a jersey with my name on it and the County Mayo Gaelic football jersey. I spend most of my time in Galway, Belfast by far, Sligo, Donegal, Dublin, probably in that order. Galway the most by far. Oh, Clare, Puldun. So yeah, I love Ireland. Generally, I spend about a month a year there, sometimes 6 weeks. Obviously, with COVID, I haven't. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, so hey, YouTubers, I'm sorry. I'm up to 100 already. I hope it stayed on. If we lost a few, you know exactly what it looked like. Okay, so we're at 100. Let's keep going. The only problem is, now I'm cooled down, but we'll live. 40. Oh, so I'm at 140. So I deleted it, but I got kind of a stupid text yesterday. Somebody trying to give me technique advice. And I'll take it, but you know, I'm a master kettlebell instructor for Strong First and the RKC Dragon Door. And I'm like, I've done tons of certs. As I've said 100 times, you'll notice I get better and better and better every time I do this. You know, I don't want, it's like back when I was throwing the discus really far, someone would come up and give me advice and be like, you know, unless you're throwing 210, I don't want to hear it. You know, unless you're throwing 62 plus meters, I don't want to hear your advice. Good. Hey, hi. So, YouTube, I hope I didn't lose those first 100 swings, but you can kind of guess if I did what I was doing. I was swinging a kettlebell, okay? All right. Hey, I love Scotland. Is that Jim? Jamie from Scotland. Jamie, that's great. I love Scotland. Scotland, like I said yesterday, Edinburgh is one of my favorite spots. In fact, let me show you the picture I took of Edinburgh. My wife took of Edinburgh. That's Edinburgh. Can you see that? Did I get that in okay? Edinburgh, Costa Rica, Salt Hill, Stockholm. That's Richmond. There's where he teaches right over there. Wales, Sligo. This is Norway at night. That's a Ghost in Dublin, and then there's Jamaica. Yeah, I love Edinburgh, man. Thanks for, from Canada. Hey. What are we doing with Canadians on here? Thought we got rid of you guys. Okay, does anyone know why I make fun of Canadians? If you can answer why I make fun of Canadians, I'll mention you, and you'll be famous. Why does Dan John make fun of Canadians? How to keep your neck straight? I guarantee it's not your neck, it's something else. Something in the chain. Okay, another 40. 180. Oh. If you hate this as much as I do, it goes by very quick. Okay, no one gets the Canadian thing. Okay, good to hear Up with Mayo. That was tough watching that final this year. Mayo Dublin, but hey, I mean, Dublin's just great. I mean, they're great. So YouTubers, if you're joining along, today I'm increasing the number of swings I'm trying to do per round. It's a little bit... I work in LE in Germany. I don't know what that is. What's a good way to contact you personally for coaching? Well, just, you got this thing in front of you called the Instagram. Why don't you direct message me? But I'm not going to coach you personally. I got flying out 5 days a week to Germany and back. That'd kill me, wouldn't it? So, was it about a 16-hour day to get there? 16-hour flight home? I'd be dead, man. My God. 5 days a week? Oh, man, but I would get a lot of points for flying so much. Okay, Canadians, last chance. This is 2 years and a month old. I got this when I had my total hip replacement, and guess what? I got to keep this. $250,000 surgery, and I get to keep a water mug. This is one I keep near my bed. Very often I'll drink 32 ounces of water at night because I have a condition that's very common in my tribe. I have the night sweats. Okay, no Canadians know the answer. I'll finish this set and I'll tell you why I make fun of Canadians. It'll be worth your time. My starts have been very bad today. You'll notice I've been picking them up and then swinging. The hinge should start the swing. So this is on me. My technique is not perfect all the time. That's on me. My dog is disgusted with my technique today. He mentioned that. Good. That puts me over 200, 210 exactly, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets, to get to 210. That's not bad. As I go through this, it gets easier and easier to do higher and higher reps. And I think that's part of the beauty of it. Love your work, Dan. You bet. Thank you so much. Okay, why do I make fun of Canadians? Because I'm half Canadian. Just don't let the current administration find that out, because they try to get rid of me. Because I'm one of them immigrants. Yeah, so that's why I make fun of Canada. You guys ever heard of Sherbrooke, my Canadian friends? Give me a thumbs up if you heard of Sherbrooke. And an old Canada flag. I've done a lot of workshops up in Canada. I've done workshops all around the world. The hardest place for an American to get into. Not Korea, not Japan, not Australia, Costa Rica. Ireland's easy. They see my face and go, come on. Canada. Canada's the hardest place to get into. Yeah, appreciate that. So whenever I go up to Winnipeg or Toronto, Waterloo, British Columbia, it's always a nightmare at the border. And I don't get it. Look how pretty I am. Wouldn't you want me hanging around? Okay. By the way, I do like the little emails I get on YouTube about, I can't believe I'm spending my day watching a 63-year-old man do kettlebell swings. That makes me laugh, guys. Awesome job. Challenge in November. Yeah. Oh, you're in Austria, huh? Okay. Okay, woof. Yeah. You know, it's a great thing if you're locked down. I mean, you know, it's probably not even an hour a day, right? It's a little less than that. Thing I like best is I'm actually eating more crap. This probably is not good advice, so don't listen to this. But I'm eating more crap. And my waistline and my weight are dropping. I know when I go to these workshops, the nutrition always say, you can't lose weight exercising. And I was like, yeah, I know, but you know, I've lost 6 pounds since Monday, and this is Thursday, so yeah. I was at a workshop of yours in Guelph. Oh man, that was a great time. Stu McGill was there with his daughter. Those are awesome human beings. I enjoyed that. Hey, hi from London. And my favorite part is when we went to dinner, and you guys, Stu goes, here. I go, what is this? He goes, it's bone marrow. And then he goes, it's a Canadian thing. I enjoyed it, but it was just kind of funny. Why do you say that we should do some kind of press movement? Well, don't do it if you don't want to. I think you're crazy not to, but do whatever you want. I think you're nuts, but so I press Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, but that's in a separate session during the day. So I'm working out twice a day. Hey man, 63 years old, working out twice a day, losing body fat. I don't know, maybe there is something to this exercise crap. Why would you even question pressing? Follow that up. Explain to me why you questioned doing presses, okay? Seriously. I want to know why you asked that question, and then I'll answer the question. Seriously. God. Whew. I think that's halfway. Whew. Tis halfway, 7 sets. Not bad. I'll probably need to rest a little more, but that's not bad. Again, Jugs, why did you not answer my question, man? YouTubers, this person asks, why do you say that we should do some kind of press movement? Come on now. will you come to Wales? I've been to Wales. I've been to Wales twice. In fact, there's an area right on the border that I go to that I'm not supposed to talk about. This is like the raw, uncut version. Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not dropping F-bombs or anything, but yeah. But it is hard to call 23 to deal with people who don't use their real names. Unlike you, call 23. Is that Callum? So, this is the Harry Potter part of our house. Bunch of fun pictures here. This is one of my favorites. So, I was given a workshop one time in the southern part of our state for on teaching. And Callum, nice to meet you. Did I answer a question on my podcast, Callum? So, my wife went to the outlet store and bought us all new sweaters. And so we're wearing all our brand new sweaters, and we went to eat. And we went to this restaurant. They were having, the non-Americans might not understand it, but they were having their high school prom, this big spring dance. And so there was this guy taking pictures, and my wife walked over and says, will you take my picture? Our picture? And the guy goes, yeah. And will you send it to us? He goes, of course. So that's my family photo when the girls are just little things at a high school prom back, I don't know, 97 or 8 or something like that. And it's still one of my favorite pictures. So, and then back there's all the Harry Potter stuff. And we got tons of books in here. And this is kind of our game, and this is our real living room. This is where we play games. This is where we do practice Thanksgiving. This is where we do Christmas Adam. And if you wonder what either of those are, ask a question and I'll respond. Halfway. Tell you one thing, for just overall punch you in the face good workout, the 10,000 swing challenge is pretty good. Let's do this. Whew. So, this is around the time my forearms start to go. Whew. So I was only 30. 280. Again, someone wants to join my live video. What is that? 20, just like 24 kilo, just like I answer every single day. So, we do have some cool stuff here. This, when Harry Potter first came out, before Time Warner kind of took over. So this is Dumbledore inside of a little cage. So I bought all those kinds of things. And this is my old, my clock that I had in my office. And that's Harry Potter. Just kind of a cool little thing here. Just a wonderful thing. I've been a Harry Potter fan since the first time I read the book. Okay. So what we were thinking about doing is putting up a sign next to me that says 24 kilo bell, 500 swings a day, 20 days, 10,000 swing challenge, rhythmic interval training exercise, a variation of rest periods and variation of reps. But I still, and then of course, when in doubt, Google it, but I don't seem to get very many people interested. If you have questions, today's a good day to ask them, because I'm not getting beat up so bad. Again, So, Soldier Hollow Golf wants to be in the video. Who are you? Do you have a name? Is it someone I know? Have we ever broken bread together? Have I ever picked you up off a floor in a bar? I like that idea. Kettlebell Beatrix. That Bellatrix. That's awesome. Okay, I get that now. That's awesome. Huh. I like where your head's at. So I'm at 280. So when I get over 300, for those of you doing Pat Flynn's program, you'll be done in just a minute. Oh, reminder, always write down your reps, because you will not remember. I've been keeping journals since 1971, and so for eye candy girls, this is for the ladies. This is my high school graduation photo. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the thing about this guy. He's only had one broken nose. Maybe two. So this is what your face looks like after 6 broken noses and 3 surgeries. So I know a lot of the women, and maybe others, just found themselves swooning, okay? Yeah, I had it going on back in the day, 1974. That's just before football season started, and I didn't cut my hair the whole season, so I had my sister called me Goldilocks by the end of the season, because it was just a mat of golden hair. It was all curled. Yeah, if I let my hair grow over about 1.5 inches, it starts curling back into itself. So I either have to have my hair like 1974. You couldn't see, but oh, and it's breaking your heart? Okay, this is the only time, okay? This is there. There's a question about how many swings. So why would I bring my swings up to here? Is that how I do a push-up? Is this how you do push-ups? Because if you do, I don't really want to have you coaching my people. That's where I do push-ups. In fact, that's where I do push-ups. Okay? That's where my belt should be. Somewhere between like here and here as I develop on. You can disagree with me all you want, but you'll just be wrong. You couldn't see it anyway, Brad? I want the truth. Do you want a copy of that picture? Is that what I'm hearing? Okay, I get that, but I don't want to find it on these websites. Okay, let's crank out. Let's crank out some swings. I kind of like to get back into the 40s range, but honestly, my engine is starting to get beat down. Oh, yeah. It's interesting what the critics see versus what they should see. 350, 150 to go. Most of you miss how I try to put the bell down every time. Good job. My black sheep farm guy, good to see you again. Looking forward to seeing you in a couple months maybe, huh? Some people don't do the program as written and they extend it for months, but I think there's something magical about the 500 swings. You know, it is hard. It takes time. It takes, you know, I'll be upstairs, you know, breathing like an axe murderer, you know, for a couple hours. And I think there's value to that. Cheers. Oh, so I have 150 to go. So mentally I'm going to try to figure out a, you know, nice efficient way to do it. But the best way to get those done is to do them. Good. Whew. Good. Not many to go. I'll be over 400 after this next set. Okay. Jim Grandy. It might be obvious, but as you swing, yeah, hey, Jim Grandy, that's really an intelligence point. He says that it's obvious from my swings that it's a hinge movement, which is what it's supposed to be, not, you know, not a lat lift, you know, a lateral raise or a forward deltoid raise. It should be a hinge. You gotta be careful, Jim Grandy. You said something intelligent. You're scaring me. This is scary. You have me frightened. Again, someone is asking to be on the YouTube video. Someone I have no idea who the hell the person is, and they want to be on the video with me. What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say to me? I don't know why people do that. But the problem is when you request to be on live, it eats up the entire space. And so I lose a ton of questions. So if you did ask a question or have a brilliant point like Jim Grandy, please re-ask, okay? And I'll do my best to answer. I'm not trying to be I can't find a good word that's not a swear word, but honest to God, when you answer the same stupid questions every day, it's after a while, you're just like, dude, man. You know, Brad, I've been there a few times. My friend Tim is on there all the time. And Tim will tell me when things are. I did a Q&A on there one time, and I found that, Brad, I found that a few people said really, like someone questioned the hard style that I teach. And it's like, and it was kind of a jerk about it, you know. It was one of these GS guys. It's like, good, you stood and you put weight over your head for 10 minutes. Is that an Olympic event? Did you buy a yacht with it? Like I said yesterday, you know. I only do sports where I make enough money to buy. I'll do a sport if I make enough money to buy another jet. I only have 3 private jets now. I'm down to 2 helicopters. Hey, it was a tough year for everybody. Breathing like an axe murderer. You bet I am. So Brad, that's a good question. I'm not a huge fan of Reddit because it's, you know, it's just another forum for me, and I'd rather be at my forums where at least I know the people in real life. You know, at the Dan John Q&A forum at davedraper.com, you know, I literally know these people in the real world. I mean, I've had dinner with them. I played catch with them in the danjohnuniversity.com forum. These are people who are tied in, and so, Yeah, so you go to Reddit, and that means any, you know. And the problem is, a lot of people hide behind the names anonymous, you know. And I don't like interacting with anonymous. I mentioned this before. We'll come back to the point in just a minute, okay? Any update on Draper's health? Yeah, I love the man. He's struggling, okay? That's enough. Okay, what was that last one? No info online. What does that mean? Oh, about Dave. Well, yeah, come on. I mean, you know, not everyone wants to be a candid about their health as I am. I mean, you know, give people a break. You know. Okay, I found out in the last week that my brother's got leukemia. He got it from when he was in Vietnam. They sprayed Agent Orange on him. I mean, how do you knowing that make the world a better place? I'm shocked about my country. It's been a tough week. You know, my family's military, and you know, we fight for our country. We don't hide behind bone spurs. You know, when they asked my niece to ship out to Afghanistan, she went. My nephew, you know, Kuwait and all those other places he's been. You know, we don't storm Congress in my family. So, just saying, do what you want with that information. But. Okay, enough political. Okay, that was way too long of a break. Let's go. Nice. Boy, I'm on the downhill. So I got about 70 to go. As soon as I finish, I'll turn off. I have a meeting. I'm doing the Mass Made Simple program with my trainer. And it's some rough. You wait till you get to about workouts 12, 13, 14. Those are the tough ones. Someone doing Mass Made Simple. I got 70 to go. Reminder for you Instagrammers, you can find all the workouts on YouTube. For you YouTubers, they're not live, so some of the references I make won't be timely, but yeah, I'm doing my best, okay? One last question before I lean back. Have you ever had... Brad, are you kidding me? Okay, Brad, did you not listen to yesterday's message? Brad, I will no longer answer Turkish get-up, lunge, or burpees questions, or Pavel's programs. No matter what I answer, the lunatics come out and attack me. And, or this humble bragging crap, like I said in my podcast. You know, Dan, I don't want to brag, but, well, you just did. You just did. You know, I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but, you know, as a discus thrower in competition, I snatched 142.5, 314 pounds, and I cleaned 182.5, 402. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but I was just a discus thrower, so never really had a chance to train in the Olympic lifts. Ta-da! Humble bragging. Dan, how you... Buffalo Burn, you were here yesterday. How you living playa. You just said that to a 63-year-old grandfather. I'm living playa like the chisel. I have the schnizzle and the sizzle. but I'm bizzle doing swingsels. I have no idea. That's the start of the downfall of Western civilization. There you go. I'm considering finishing it on this last set here. So the chiz, yeah, that's what I was thinking too, except that the first letter was different. First two letters were different. Okay, as soon as I get my breath, I'll finish this up today, okay? Don't forget to, if you want to know more about my work, danjohn.net, danjohnuniversity.com. We have a special at the university now. I don't remember what it is, but it's a lot cheaper if you go on there now. Hey, Shawnee, Utah. Shawnee, where do you live? I'm here in Murray. Beautiful Murray. They say that Murray is the island pond of Utah. Okay, let's finish this off. If I can, I might not. Tell you one thing, little injuries you had 20 years ago will show up when you do the challenge. That's kind of funny. Everyone has said the same thing. It's like, yeah, I hurt my elbow about 20 years ago. Yeah, and it hurts again. Not like an injury, but more like a barker, you know? Okay. My grip was getting slick. A little bit of wisdom before hurting it. My grip is worse indoors than outdoors. I think because I sweat more here. 501. Okay, that's it for today. Let me answer any questions that came up, and then we'll say goodbye. I just challenged last year. Awesome, thank you. Rep range for throwers, kettlebell movements. So we just got the question, what's the challenge? Just joined in. Big Lebowski. I gotta, Donnie, you're like fresh as the driven snow. It's a 10,000 swing challenge. What? Yes, thank you so much. Thank you for being a hero. Appreciate that. Can you go? Hey, direct message me about the book, Can You Go? And I can't really read your name. If you have any questions, I love that book. I'm amazed when people use it, how simple they'll tell me. It's saved my career as a personal trainer. And coaches will use it and be like, God, that's so true. Coaches, I have 5 words I coach with. can you go? And that's what I say before a competition. And after I say, now what? So, hey, that was 10,000 swings. Pardon me. So that was day 7. So that's 3,501 swings. I did that extra swing today because I want to be better than everybody. Tomorrow, day 8. Weigh the plate. Ask, what's worse, swings or the back squat at 50 at 225? Well, I've done it for 51, so I'd get it, I would say, the high rep squat, man. You get to rep 30 in it, and the next every single rep after that sucks. So, hey, YouTubers, thank you so much. It's just an honor that you guys are paying attention. Join me. I'm going to continue after this. I'm going to probably do a couple months of maybe 300 swings. And then I'm probably also going to do, I'll do a full easy strength protocol and show you everything I do just so you guys can learn, okay? Hey, YouTubers, I'll see you later.